It's beer o'clock on Reload Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Beavertown, and it's a can of the Beavertown X Caravan Spresso Imperial Espresso Stout, coming in at 9.5% ABV. The beer has been brewed with Guatemalan Jutic coffee. Pardon my pronunciation of that. I'll show you the can now so you can read it for yourself. It's from Caravan's Roastery. So these people are coffee roasters, Caravan. They've collaborated with. Let me show you the coffee word that I was trying to pronounce. I just couldn't get there in the end. There you go. Let's get this can out into a glass. See what we get. 9.5% ABV. Imperial Espresso Stout. Look at that. I don't want to pour it everywhere. Can you see that? Whoa. Beer in the glass then. Oh, blimey, look at this. Oh, stone the crows. Look at the way that beer looks in the glass. Look at the way that head developed, that two-finger, lovely tan coloured head. Nice levels of carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. Jet black beer in the glass. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful stuff then. And that's just me looking at it. I've not smelt it or tasted it yet. Oh, good God. Wow. Really big, full-on roasted coffee bean aroma. A little bit of caramel coming through. Obviously some roasted malt, but this is all about the roasted kind of espresso coffee bean. Should we dive in? Cheers, everyone. Oh. Wow. I gotta put that down. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. What an awesome, awesome beer. That is just so good. Ah, I need that first thing in the morning. And that sounds terrible, doesn't it? I mean, to get up in the morning and open an Imperial coffee stout. But I need that much coffee in the morning to get going. And that's what it has. I mean, I've got a couple of coffee roasters over there. I've got one of them Dolce things and an espresso machine. And that... what I've been doing, I've been trying to recreate the fresh coffee that you get when you visit coffee houses, the smell, the taste in the morning. That is, in a beer, is doing it much more than my coffee roasters. And I can't have a bloody Imperial Stout in the morning, can I? That would be awful. My children wouldn't get to school. Oh, blimey, how good is that? The coffee is still rolling round on my palate now. I'm still breathing fresh coffee bean at you. Mouthfeel, rich, creamy, dense, nice carbonation to it. Rolls that big, thick, dense beer over the palate. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. This has got the mouthfeel of a really good kind of latte macchiato, one of them milky coffees, if you like. There's some caramel in there. There's some bitter chocolate in there. It's a mixture of two great things, roasted barley and roasted coffee coming together to produce one amazing, amazing beer. It's that lovely, creamy, rich, dense mouthfeel that does it for me. Next thing I want to talk to you about is after the coffee kind of diminishes a little bit. There's a little bit of bitterness coming from the hops on the back end. It's not a coffee bitterness, it is actually a hop bitterness. And then you get a slightly vinous, raisin, fig taste, which just, I mean, it's just phenomenal. I can't... Some of these beers that Beavertown have been producing, like just back to back. Let me grab the other can. I've been reviewing some Christmas beer, and they, you know, they've been okay. But what I've decided to do, what I've learned over the years, is to review a couple of Christmas beers first, and then leave the really, really good beers to the last. So, you know, you finish your night on great beer. And these two beers tonight that I've reviewed, this is the Beavertown Tropicana Tropical IPA, and this Espresso Imperial Espresso Stout from Beavertown and Caravan. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing beer. Who'd have thought 10 years ago the beer could be where it is today? I think we're on the cusp of something very, very special in our industry. What we just need is a little bit of support. I've never ever got political, but somebody mentioned it to me the other day, is that the governments around the world are trying to produce industry. They're trying to make us more industrial in a way, to produce stuff. There was a campaign about 3 years ago with one of the celebrities. She got involved in trying to open up a knicker making or a sock making factory again in one of the cotton mills and that area of Yorkshire. And okay, that industry is probably gone now. It's gone to China. But we have a booming industry in the UK and around the world of craft beer, and nobody's willing to talk about it. The government's not willing to talk about it. We're not willing to stand and sing its praises. What's happening in the beer industry should be front page news. Bars opening, job creation, breweries opening, job creation, wonderful beer. I think I've made my point. But I think we're on the cusp of something very, very special, as long as we can hold out and we can keep producing excellent beer like this. Look at it. I mean, look at what I rock the beer back and forth. Look at that carbonation chasing the beer up the head. Rating. Looks good. Smells fantastic. Tastes downright wonderful. Beavertown Spresso Imperial Espresso Stout, 9.5% ABV, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom and cheers.